The world was stunned. How could Queen Camilla do something so cruel, removing Princess Diana's charities and hiding her pictures? Was Camilla erasing Diana to take her place in history? It all started with a leak, a single document that detailed Queen Camilla's orders. Charities close to Diana's heart were quietly dropped from royal lists. Portraits of Diana were moved to storage, hidden away. Even an event to honor Diana's memory was cancelled without a word. For many, it was too much. They saw it as a deliberate move to wipe out Diana's legacy. And who could blame them? Over the years, Camilla had been painted as the villain, as the one who stood between Prince Charles and his first love, the late Princess Diana. Now, after all these years, she was in the spotlight once again, but for all the wrong reasons. The palace was a sea of confusion and hurt. King Charles was torn. He loved Camilla deeply, but he also knew how Diana's absence left a void in people's hearts. He understood the connection Diana had made with the public, something he himself struggled with. He tried to navigate this difficult situation, hoping time would heal the old wounds. But this latest scandal showed that some scars run deeper. Then there were William and Harry. Diana's sons were furious. William, the elder son, felt the weight of his mother's legacy heavily on his shoulders. He, too, had tried to move past the pain of the past, but Camilla's actions threatened to undo everything. When he confronted her, the conversation became heated. "Mother gave her life to this family, to this country," William said, his voice shaking with anger. "And now you're trying to bury her legacy? This isn't just disrespect, it's betrayal." Harry, the youngest, felt the same pain, the same sense of loss. For him, Diana wasn't just a mother, she was a guiding light, a symbol of hope. And seeing that light dimmed by Camilla's actions was unbearable. "She'll never be forgotten," Harry said, his voice raw with emotion. "You can move her pictures, you can cut ties with her charities, but you can't erase her from the people's hearts." In that moment, Camilla was left speechless. She had entered the royal family as a controversial figure. Knowing that her relationship with Charles would always be overshadowed by Diana, she had endured years of public scrutiny, trying to prove herself worthy of the crown. But now she realized that every attempt to erase Diana only made her memory stronger. As the days passed, the public outcry grew. Petitions flooded the palace, demanding that Diana's charities be reinstated and her memory honored. Even Parliament joined the chorus, reminding the monarchy that its survival depended on the people's trust. It was a turning point that shook the foundations of the royal family. Then came the voice that broke the silence, a former aide of Diana's, who spoke on live television. With tears in her eyes, she shared Diana's final wish. "Make sure my boys know how deeply I loved them, and make sure my work for the people never stops." Those words were a revelation, a reminder of the true essence of Diana. They humanized her, making her more real, more relatable. And in that moment, everyone was reminded of why Diana was so beloved. Finally, King Charles stepped forward. In a rare televised address, he acknowledged the depth of the people's feelings towards Diana. "Princess Diana was, and will always remain, a part of our family and our nation's history," he said, his voice trembling with emotion. "Her legacy is not one that can be erased or should be. To attempt such a thing would dishonor the memory of a remarkable woman. We will honor her, today and always." Outside the palace, the crowd erupted into cheers. Diana's name echoed through the streets, a testament to the enduring power of her memory. In the days that followed, everything changed. Diana's charities were reinstated. Her portraits returned to their places, and a new memorial garden was opened in her honor. William and Harry stood together at the garden, side by side, carrying their mother's legacy forward. Camilla stood beside Charles, watching the reconciliation. She knew she would never replace Diana, not in history, not in memory, and certainly not in the hearts of the people. As the sun set over Buckingham Palace, casting long shadows across the lawn, Camilla knew that the battle for acceptance was far from over. But perhaps she thought it didn't have to be a battle. Maybe Diana's legacy wasn't something to erase, but something to build upon. After all, as Charles had said, Diana was a part of their history, a remarkable woman whose memory deserved to be honored, not erased.